elevated tackles because you opened the holes with the use of them.
Yeah.
How do you gauge, I had a good day today, even if the box score doesn't say so?
Basically, like saying that I have a good game is having my teammates, like linebackers have, I don't know, like 10 plus tackles, something like that. That means I did my job, so they're allowed to get the tackle.
What's it like watching Tommy just shoot the gap and just come out of nowhere and bring the ball carry down?
Man, there's nothing like it, man. He's playing as fast as ever been, man. Coming down here, just watching him make plays, just so exciting to see, especially being on the field with him.
How much pride do you guys do the defensive tackles take in linebacker stats, basically? Those kinds of plays.
We like to say it's us, man. Like, because his tackles are our tackle, you know.
Just another question about a year ago, when you talked about the difference in the team. Obviously, there was a camaraderie, there is a brotherhood investment that you all seem to have made. Just from a physical standpoint, up front, defensively, how different do you all feel, and what do you see as the biggest difference physically, what you're doing now versus what you're doing here?
I think us practicing way harder. It's been a motive since last year. We didn't, like, towards the end of the season, we kind of slowed down practicing. I think as we grow into later on in the season, then we're ramping up practices more, working out more, and I feel like it just goes into play how we're playing right now, just working more, practicing harder, because we really want to win this thing.
It's almost like using, obviously you've got a huge game next week, but it's almost like you're using Maryland as a metric of that speed. You know what I mean? Trying to ramp up, build up. It's almost like that's what you're saying, is that you want that to be the sign that you're ready, is that you play great in this game.
Yeah, definitely, like, we're not going to take them for granted at all, but definitely using them as someone that we want to dominate them. Like, we want to show everybody in the world that we can hang with everybody else.
I think it was Coach Knowles said this week that you're a good pass blocker, you're a good run stopper. Which do you feel you excel at?
I like to say I excel more at the run blocking, even though I can pass rush if I have to, but I feel like run blocking and run destruction is like probably my specialty.
What does that take to be a stellar run stopper inside?
It takes like just being able to know your plays first of all, and then being able to be in your gap and know like techniques or something like the offensive line, something like that, like how they block, something like that, and then using like your strength and abilities to take advantage of them and make a play.
Can you be a selfish defensive tackle?
Not really. I mean, every play you're either getting double teamed or something's happening, or you're bringing somebody up, so you can't really be selfish.
Ty, this group, Teron said the biggest thing for you guys is the mindset.
Yeah.
What was this offseason like for you guys?
I mean, it was hard. It's probably just since 3 years I've been here, it's probably been the hardest offseason because we knew how important it was to win against the team last year, and we didn't do it. We didn't finish. So we kept that mindset. We replayed our minds that loss we had every single day during the offseason. We were able to prove this year that it wasn't meant to be.
Was that loss talked about a lot in the offseason, or was it just known?
Every day we talked about it. We have posters in the weight room, all the TVs, just how what the score was. And it's just like motivating us to just what we want to do better, what we want to do.
What you guys are doing now up front, I think many would think you guys are one of the best defensive lines in the country. Did you feel like, I mean, it's a lot of the same guys.
Yeah.
What do you think's been the biggest change?
Well, I mean, besides having like the new defense, I think just like I said before, just having the mindset that we can do this, like having the confidence to be able to walk out there and say we're the best defensive line in the country and be able to dominate anyone we come across.
I just mentioned this to Teron, but
Two more questions.
defensive line is, well, interior line, like the edge rushers are the sexy because they get the sacks, everybody loves that, but it's interior sets the defensive line, starts there. What kind of mindset do you have to play interior, and then just how much depth do you feel like you guys have? Or how important has that depth been this year?
I think having the mindset is that we're gonna, even though we may not have a play, we may not get as much tackles as the rest of the guys out there, just having that mindset that you still want to go out there, you're still making a difference on the field. And then definitely having like the rotation, be able to go as hard as you can for a certain amount of plays, and then you know that your teammates got your back and will come in and do the same thing, and then just over and over for the rest of the game.
Ty, maybe you already asked this. You ever go to your brother for advice, or does he ever come to you, and tell you some stuff, considering, he played here as well? I mean, has that ever, come up maybe during, a family dinner or anything like that? I mean, has he ever given you any guidance or offered any advice as far as your playing career so far here?
Yeah, like I said before, I talk to him this once a week, just asking him, picking his mind, because, he plays at the next level where I want to be. Just he gives me advice, stuff like this, like little technique stuff that I can do, little things like that. And it's just ultimately just be proud of me of what I'm doing. That's it.
You ever look at him like, dude, stop, like I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like bigger brother telling little brother kind of how to do certain things, or is it something that you honestly, you know, take to heart and cherish, that he looks and wants you to look and play the best that you can?
I take it to heart.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's been here before. I mean, I can't complain about it. He's done everything I'm doing. He's done it before. So I mean, I have to learn and just pick his brain about it.
Ty, Jim Knowles said yesterday that you're a cold-blooded gentleman. What does that mean?
I'm honestly not sure, but I mean, I feel like, because you know, I may not talk the most all the time, but you know, when I'm on the field, I'm gonna give them all, and I'm fearless while I'm doing it.
Do you feel like you have a different personality when you're on the field than when you're off the field?
I mean, on the field, I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna let my play do it, and on the field, it's just gonna be me.
Does Teron mentor you, or have you mentored Teron?
I mean, we all know different things. So I feel like we mentor each other. I mean, if he doesn't know something, I always help him. If I don't know something, he helps me.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you, sir.